Hey golfers, Dean with golfallyear.com, and today I'm going to do a full review of the Zepp 2 Swing Analyzer. This is a great product, and I don't want to spoil my pros and cons, but I really enjoy the Zepp 2, and I think it makes a great complement to a golf simulator such as OptiShot because it does measure different things. The Zepp 2 is not necessarily a golf simulator. What it does is it really kind of focuses on your swing and improving certain elements of your swing. The Zepp 2 connects wirelessly through Bluetooth to an app on your phone. And so here's the packaging that it comes in. And it basically just has three different pieces. It has the sensor. Okay, here's the sensor. It has the connector to the sensor that connects to your glove, and then the charger. And so there's really not a lot to it. And then you download the app on your phone, and you're really ready to go. And I'll do a thing on the setup in this video also. So one of the cool things about the Zepp is that it will analyze 5 different aspects of your swing. It'll analyze your club head speed. It'll analyze your club plane, which is different than a swing plane. I want to make sure that's clear. A lot of people think that your club plane is is the same as an inside out swing, and it's not. Club plane measures the percentage difference, or the difference in your backswing compared to your downswing. Your downswing should be inside or almost on top of your backswing. So that is kind of the difference. I'll get into that a lot more a little bit later, but it does measure club plane. It also measures hand plane. It measures backswing length, which is so important for me to get a longer shot and to get more distance. And also measures tempo. And so those are some of the statistics that it measures. The neat thing about the Zepp, and I'll talk about this again in my pros and cons, but the neat thing about it is it'll give you a score. And I'm very competitive with myself. I love seeing a score and trying to beat it. And so it kind of takes those 5 things and then gives you a score that you can try to beat. And so it color codes the score, so it's easy to see whether you're doing really well or need to work on what you need to work on. And so here is my review of the Zepp 2 Swing Analyzer, and I'm going to go through what the features are and how I use it. Some of the features I don't use. You can also use this on the course as kind of a way to record your scores on the course. I don't do that. I use a Garmin watch. I don't need that part of it, so I won't be talking too much about that, but I will talk about some of the other features and the pros and cons of those features in this video. So let's get right to it. Let's talk about some of the features and what I do with them. All right, so once you are inside the app, the Zepp app, you're going to take your sensor and you're going to press your button and hold it, okay? And that is going to actually sync, wait for it to blink 4 times, I believe, or a couple times. And then you will go to the swing analyzer. You'll see up at the top, there will be a little Zepp sensor icon. Click that. Tap the other one, and then what you should see is the Zepp light come on. That tells you that you are synced with the Zepp with your Bluetooth. So you want to make sure that your Bluetooth is on your phone, and then you click over and click connect and wait a few seconds here, and then it'll say that you are connected. And you can see my battery is at 80%. I will then want to go and calibrate my club, push calibrate, and calibrate my club. I can show you how to do that later, but that is the basic way to get into the Zepp sensor. And then you can go back and hit your shots. And so now I'm ready to hit my shots, connect the sensor to my glove, and off we go. So hope this helps. Please subscribe. All right, golfers, let's go over some of the features of the Zepp 2. I want to go through the features that I like to use. There's a lot of different things that you can do with this. I'm just going to show you the things that I have found to work for me and to review some of those things. So First thing you'll want to do is go to the profile page. That's over on the right here. Once you get to the profile page, you'll see a lot of things here that you can use. The first thing is if you click on the clubs button, it will take you to an area where you can configure your clubs. And so you can go through and put in exactly what the loft and length and the exact clubs that you are using. This can be very helpful to help Zepp understand what clubs you're using. I don't know exactly how the Zepp uses that information, but that would kind of be the first thing that I would do. Also in this section, you will see the statistics. This is where I like to go. You can also go to courses check-in, and that's where you will be able to put in your rounds of golf that you actually play on real courses. I don't use that because I use a Garmin watch. So the next thing I would do on the profile page, cool thing that you will see is the statistics. If you scroll down, this will give you everything you need to know about your swing and whether you're improving. And I use this a lot. It shows you your total swings. It shows you how many sessions you've actually done. You can see I have almost 2,000 swings using the Zepp. You can see your average score. That is the score across all your swings, your best score. And then over here you will see your best swing evaluation. I'll get to that in a minute of what that is. That's kind of like your test that you'll do. And then a huge thing that you will want to look at is your 30-day swing score change. Mine is down 5%, and that's partly because I've been messing around with different swings and doing different things lately. So it is down, but I do use that a lot to kind of gauge how well I'm doing. And so a lot of information here in the statistics section. Let's now go over to the training section over here. And when you click on the training button, it will bring up 3 different things you can do. You can do a swing analysis. So you'll take your swing and it'll give you a score, and you can look at all your statistics there. You can video your swing, okay? And you can do an instant evaluation, which is a test. So let's click on the 3D swing analysis first. It'll have you connect your sensor, put in the club that you're going to be using right here. You can change your clubs that you're going to use right there. So let's say I'm using a 7-iron. Now I'll swing, and it will give me my scores. And so with that, a thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to click on the daily report. That little icon in the right-hand corner, the calendar, it gives you a daily report. And so I'm going to go back to April here, and you can see April and March, and you can see this is where it will show you all your sessions, each day that you swing on using the Zepp, and your average score. And so if I scroll back to March, you can see I did 50 swings March 17th. I got an average score of 75, and you can gradually see that as I was working with the Zepp, I started to improve my swing scores. In April, I started to get into the 80s, low 80s, and then I got to the mid 80s and all the way up to an 88 here on April 27th. If you click on that, if you click on the individual report, it'll show you every single swing you have that you did that day. And so you can see it color codes it. Orange is really good. Green is even better. And so you're looking for those high scores, and you can see all the different shots that I hit on that day. So there were 60 in that day. If you then click on the day report here, it will give a breakdown. This is pretty cool too. It will give a breakdown of those 60 swings in terms of your tempo, in terms of your backswing position, and all the percentages, the average percentage in terms of how you're doing. If you click on those individual things, you can also see the specific ones. So you can see my goal was 0%, and I averaged 1. So that's for club playing comparison. That's what I was really working on. You can see here's the backswing positions. okay, and how I was doing in terms of my backswing positions on that day and my tempo, which is a big deal. You can see I had a bunch in the threes. And so that's the day report. That's a huge thing that you can look at and really see how well you're doing, okay? And so these are each individual day and the swings that you have on those days. And so you can go through each day, you can go through each report and really kind of hone in your improvement. Now, if you swipe over, you will also see that based on your swings, okay, you will get an insight. Zepp kind of gives you an idea of what to work on. And so this is, you need 30 swings. I'm at 16. I need a few more to get another insight. But Zepp Insights, it says, will be delivered on Monday once you have made at least 30 contact swings with the Zepp sensor for the week. So if you do 30 swings, it's going to help you kind of focus on what you want to improve on. So here, if I go back to my April swings and I click on the insight, it will give me a recommended focus, club head speed. And so again, I need to work on hitting the ball further. It will give me some drills to do. It will show me my top stat, which is my tempo, and it kind of gives and illustrates what I've been doing in terms of my tempo over the last 10 sessions that I've hit. And so this kind of really focuses you on how to improve. And so if I click on another one, you'll see that recommended focus was the club plane. And so again, it'll give me some videos on how to improve it. Top stat during that session, during that week, was my tempo again. And so kind of like your own personal trainer, really. So that's a very cool thing that you can do on that. I haven't really talked about this, but you can also go through and you will see your swing in 3D here. Okay, if I click on my swings, let's go to some of my better ones here. April, and I'm going to click on the 91 there. There is my club, my swing. I can turn it so you can see. There's the actual swing. You can go overview so you can really see. Am I coming inside with my club plane? You can see your plane here. Does it there. And you can turn it around and really kind of focus on it if you want to get into analyzing it that way. So that's kind of a cool thing. You can also compare swings. So if you have two swings you want to compare, you can do that too and see where they are different or where they're the same. So a neat thing to do with the Zepp 2. And so now I'm going to go back here, and now another thing you can do is you can do a video of your swing. It's really easy with the Zepp to get a video of your swing. I don't do too much of that. I don't necessarily like what my swing looks like sometimes, and so I don't really like to look at that too much. And so that's one thing that a lot of people will do, and then you can also send that to, if you have a personal trainer, a swing trainer, you can send those pictures to your trainer and they can analyze it too. So neat little thing that you can do. This is a very important one, the instant evaluation. This is where you will get to test your swing. And what I like to do is I like to swing 50 times or so with, let's say, my 7-iron. And then I like to take a evaluation either before and then after, or just after I swing those 50 swings. You can do a 10-swing evaluation, or you can do a 3-swing evaluation. The 10-swing evaluation, after you hit 10 swings, it will give you your actual scores. And so you can also do a 3-swing, and after 3 swings, it'll do the same. If you click the calendar in the corner, it will take and bring up all your evaluations that you have ever done. And so these are all the evaluations I've done. You can see the different dates on there. Let's click on one here. This was a 10-swing evaluation, and pretty neat. It shows you your current swing, your current total score, and how it compares to your previous test, your previous evaluation. You can see which ones are furthest away. It gives you furthest away from your goal, and then least consistent. So they're looking for a good swing score, and then they're also looking for consistency. If I click on that, you can see here's my average swing performance for that test. Okay, and so average was 87. You can see my club playing was really good, right on there at 1%. My tempo was almost perfect, needed more longer backswing, etc. with that. And then you can also check out your consistency, how consistent are you, which is the most consistent one across those tests. And so my club playing is 95% consistent. Hand playing is super consistent. Backswing's kind of all over the place. But overall, 94 in terms of consistency. So that's another way to really evaluate your swing and get better at what you're trying to get better at. Now, if you scroll down on this, even more stuff. Okay, you can see that they actually will recommend something after you take your test, whether it's a 3-swing or a 10-swing test. They will then recommend a plan to do to get better at what is furthest from your goal. And so this is talking about more power. I need more backswing. I know that. So then I can click on that and it will go to some practice drills that I can do. Okay, here's
You've got a problem with speed. Okay. Either you want more speed
or the video that it does, 10-finger speed drill, etc., etc. I can set this as a plan that I want to work on, and then I can consistently work on that and see if it helps me improve. So that is another big helpful thing that I do. But I use it a lot of these 10-swing and 3-swing evaluations, see if I'm improving, see if I'm getting better. Now the pressure's on. I have to swing, and I only have 10 swings to try to get the best score I can. And so really helpful little tool there is the instant evaluation. Now, that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff to process, a lot of stats to take in, and a lot of things to do with the Zepp. And that's what I love about it. There's so many different ways to use it and to try to get better. The next section is called the Smart Coach. So let's say that you have been hitting and you really want to start to train and get better. This is your actual own personal coach. You get to decide what you want to work on. You can go to the training center. You can see that here are the different videos that they have. They have club speed, club plane, all the different stats that you want to work on. One thing I haven't talked about is hip rotation. The Zepp will also track your hip rotation, which is so important to getting club head speed. It will look at, and if you you're supposed to put the phone in your right pocket, if you're right-handed, and then you swing and it will record your hip rotation, which is kind of cool. So they have some videos on how to improve that. All these things, you get to choose what you want to work on. You can also go to what they call the Smart Coach, and this breaks it down even further to fundamentals, to better ball striking, to more power, to stopping slicing and stopping your hook if you hook a lot, or if you want to work on your speed, or even flexibility at home. Okay, some of these, they break it down into outdoor and at home. So these are things you can actually do at home without actually hitting balls and things like that. So really neat stuff with the Zepp 2. So you have from your statistics to tests that you can do, to videoing your swing that you can do, to actually seeing videos and drills all in one nice place, and it keeps track of it all. You can see your improvement. If I go here and I click on this, I can really see my improvement from March to April, and then I started messing around with my swing, and it kind of went down, and I kind of started hitting outdoors a little bit more into my net, and the scores were different. So I really got to try to improve those, but it gives you so much information, and there's so many things you can do with it. I didn't even get to where you can actually upload your scores and upload your rounds of golf live. I don't do much of that because, like I said, I use the Garmin watch, but you can also do those type of things. So anyway, this is a neat little device that is budget friendly, that you can use to really improve your swing. The parts of your swing that many of the golf simulators don't use, such as the OptiShot and the Tittle X and the arm motion, and those ones that don't really get into some of these actual swing statistics like back swing length or or your club plane, which is different than your swing plane. And so by using the Zepp, I really believe that you can get better at golf and improve your swing by using this device. All right, so let's start with the pros of the Zepp 2. This is an easy one. I like just about everything about the Zepp. I really think that it is a device that can help you get better. And I know it's helped me. I've really improved my club playing. It gave me something to focus on. I'm working on my backswing length. So those things are very important. So what are the main things that are good about the Zepp? Well, let's start number one with it's easy to use. You just hook it up to your golf glove. You can go and swing. You can swing without a ball. You can use it anywhere. I mean, it's so easy to use. All you need is the app and the sensor and a glove, and you're good to go. So I love that part about how easy it is. The second thing that I really like about the Zepp is the stats. I'm a stat person. I'm very competitive with my stats. By it giving me all the stats I need on my swing and giving me a score and then color coding that score even really motivates me. And I'm constantly using the Zepp to swing. I can even take it on the course if I want. Put my phone in my bag, go to the course, swing, and I can go back and look and see how I did on each shot. So it's very versatile in terms of that. But the score and the stats are amazing. It can really help you focus on your swing and improve your swing. And then I love the daily reports that you can get. You can see how you're doing each day. You can check the shots that you did. If you like the 3D analysis, you can look at your swing in 3D, things like that. But that's an important part. And number four, I'm a very competitive person, like I said. And so the tests, by having a test and saying, okay, you get 10 shots, do the best on your 10 shots, and I'm going to score you on it. That's huge. That really motivates me. And I like to practice and then test myself before and after and see how I improve and to see if things are working. I can try things out. I can try when I was really focused on club playing and improving my club playing, taking it more straight back and then getting that inside downswing, that I could focus on and see the score and really um, kind of hone in on that and try to improve it. And I saw improvement on it. So that's a big thing, those tests, just being able to test yourself. And then to have the ability to take and find videos. I'm constantly searching YouTube for videos on how to improve my swing. Well, the Zepp actually will take and give you some insight on what you need to work on and then give you videos to try to work on it and drills to work on. What a great device. It covers a lot of bases. I know that there are a lot of pros that use the Zepp 2. So, in terms of just the idea that this is a device that you can pair with, say, the OptiShot or another golf simulator and just focus on those things on your swing, I think is amazing. So I love the Zepp. There are a lot of pros. Those are just some of my favorite things to do with it. You can do all kinds of things with it. And so you may find some different things that you like to do it. So now let's take a look at some of the things I don't like about it. All right, so now the cons. What don't I like about this? I like a lot of things about it. Here are some things I don't. The club speed. The club speed I think is way off. I think it's about 10 miles an hour off. And so that affects your score. So that's a little frustrating. And I don't know why that is, but I found that it's pretty low in terms of what it should be. Another thing I don't really think is much of the use is the course mode. Maybe if I didn't have my Garmin watch, I could use it to kind of record my scores and to kind of get an idea there. But just having your phone on the course sometimes can be difficult and putting in your scores and doing that. I think that in some ways, they kind of tried to do a little too much. They do a lot of cool things, but I think that the course mode is a little difficult to use and not very helpful. And then the download link. In order to get the app, I did have some difficulty getting the link to it. And so if you need help with that, make sure you send me an email. You can go to golfallyear.com and you can do the contact form and send me an email or comment down below, and I'll try to get you the link or help finding the link that you need to download the app. So those are some things I don't like. Uh, but now let's talk about overall and what I feel about the Zepp. All right, so overall, what is my impression of the Zepp 2? Well, I love it. I think it's the one device, if you are getting one device to help your swing and improve your swing, I think the Zepp 2 is it. It doesn't have everything, I don't think the course mode is very helpful, some other things, but I'll tell you what, if you want to improve your swing, if you want to get better, having the Zepp is one of the things that will get you better. You can really focus in on certain aspects of your swing. Yeah, it's not going to give you club face angle or actual swing path, but the OptiShot can do that. So this will give you all kinds of things. By working on my backswing length and focusing on that, I'm going to be able to hit the ball further. By working on my club plane, that's going to help me with my ball striking. It's going to help me with my distance. It's working on my tempo and focusing on my tempo is going to really help me. And so the Zepp 2, if you're going to get one device and you really want to use it to help you, I think the Zepp 2 is an all-in-one, with the training aspect, with being able to video your swing, with the statistics that you get, the daily reports, all that good stuff. Highly recommend the Zepp 2. It's not that expensive. It's budget friendly. I'll put a link down below to the Zepp 2 so you can get it and try it out and let me know what you think. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm doing all kinds of videos on different devices, including the OptiShot, and really focusing on getting better and trying to break 80. Hit that like button, and hopefully we can get better together and improve our golf games because that's the fun of it, and I hope to do a lot more videos in the future. So make sure you're taking a look at my channel and have a great day.